Let me start by asking you to clear something up for us, because we've been hearing names, Foxconn, Alibaba, investment possibilities in your company. What can you tell us?
There are always investors who are talking to us. The key is we focus on building the right business, and at any point in time we're talking to financial investors, strategic investors. Many times these conversations take very long. I remember my first meeting with Masayoshi Son from SoftBank happened almost 2.5 years before they eventually decided to invest. So these are relationships we build over a long period of time, and at a time when it makes sense for both parties to work together, we decide to work together.
Any deal coming close, Alibaba, Foxconn?
Right now we are just very focused on building the business, but we keep continuing conversations with investors and analysts and the whole ecosystem.
Some say that valuations have been a problem in those talks. They've been a bit overstretched for your company. What do you have to say about that?
I don't think so. I think valuation is the price an investor is willing to pay for the progress the company has made. And we made a lot of progress over the last year or 2 years. And we feel that today we are very well capitalized. And whenever we want to raise money, our board will authorize us to raise money at a certain valuation. And we'll see which investor is willing to invest at that point.
How long will your capital last you this time?
We have a couple of years right now.
It looks like the e-commerce industry in India is all about getting money and getting money. Is that your strategy as well?
No, not really. I think our strategy has been very, very unique. We've probably been the most capital efficient company in Indian e-commerce history. In a span of 3 years, we went from zero to now a $5 billion company, and went from 0 merchants on our platform to now 150,000 merchants on our platform who are doing billions of dollars of sales through our platform. And that happened with very little money invested, largely because what are we going to invest in? It's largely our technology and building our brand. We don't own any inventory, so it's not that we have to build mega warehouses to stock products in it. So we're a fairly capital efficient company, and hence whatever capital we've raised, a lot of it we still have in the bank.
Will that capital efficiency eventually lead to you becoming profitable? Because the e-commerce industry in India is basically bleeding money, isn't it?
I think it depends on how you see investing by an e-commerce company. Some companies invest in only things like discounts, etc. We are building infrastructure for the future. We are building fulfillment centers that our sellers can use and provide better quality of service to consumers. We are building a lot of technology infrastructure. We're building omni-channel capabilities. We have a TV shopping channel. We have so many different irons in the fire, which are essentially investments for the future for our business, but not really investments that give us more sales today or tomorrow only. So it's not how much you're spending necessarily, it's what you're spending on.
So when can people expect you to turn profitable?
I think it'll take about a couple of years for us to get there, because we feel that over the next couple of years we need to build significant infrastructure from a logistics and technology standpoint. But just to put it in perspective, it would still be less than 5 years since we would have started the business. And most e-commerce companies have taken much longer than 5 years to get to profitability.
There's so much competition, though, in the e-commerce industry in India right now. How do you differentiate yourself from Flipkart, from Amazon, from so many others out there?
I think our business model really differentiates us. A lot of companies who are incumbents in the business or have come from 20 years of legacy experiences and backgrounds are essentially building monolithic platforms, where they're trying to build one platform on which you do everything. I don't believe that in a 4-inch screen world you can do that and be successful. So you have to build an ecosystem, what I call a clan of marketplaces, that solve very simple use cases for consumers. So we have a marketplace for products, we have a marketplace for utilities, we have a marketplace for financial services, marketplace for luxury, and we're building a lot of long-term capabilities and payments around it.
There's still so much uncertainty when it comes to India's regulatory environment. How's Modi's government, now 1 year old, affected your business?
I think overall the sentiment towards India from an investor standpoint is very positive, and the government has been very, very quick to stem any investor concerns around regulations, especially regulations pertaining to taxation, which has always been the bane of India's economic growth in the recent past from an investor sentiment perspective. So I feel that that has all been very, very positive, and we're seeing the impact of that. I mean, every other day we get reach out by investors that we never thought would ever be interested in the Indian market.